Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do your August horoscope, lovely Libras. And if you haven't joined me before, just very briefly, what I'll do is draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. We'll have a look at your horoscope and then I'll do a psychic channeling summary at the end. So this horoscope you can refer to for your sun sign, moon sign or rising sign. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you find this video helpful. Hit that notification bell so you can receive updates of what I'm doing, because I'm doing lots of videos all the time now. So let's go to the board and pick these 2 tarot cards. There we go. And I'll just sharpen that up just a little bit. It goes out with the heat. I don't know why. Okay, let's go to the tarot cards now. I'm going to pick that card there. And closing my eyes now, what do I see? I see a diamond. It's like it's in space. It's all black, what I can see. And there's this shining diamond in the middle of it. Okay, so diamonds are formed from heat and pressure. You may have been feeling stressed recently, but know that that stress is actually spiritually advancing you very quickly. Now, I see a waterfall in the middle of the black. This is probably referring to your vitality and your well-being, your physical health. Maybe you're feeling a little bit better because this waterfall, I can see the living waters are flowing very, very quickly, and there's a lot going on. So it's almost like things happen too quickly. You may have been going along at a steady pace, a little bit impatient for things to happen, and then all of a sudden they happen very quickly. Okay, let's see the card. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands. Well, this is very similar to what I was just saying. See, he's on a tortoise here, so he's traveling slowly. He's traveling slowly. Excuse me, coughing. He has a baseball bat in his hand here because he's been taking action. And then around the baseball bat, there's lots of little green leaves for opportunities and growth. This could also have something to do with money as well. You may be thinking about travel. See, there's pyramids in the background here. And the Knight of, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is full of motivation and inspiration and really wants to spread his horizons, you know, spread his seeds over a wide area. But travel's a bit difficult at the moment, so it's probably happening in your mind. You're thinking about these things. But pyramids also represent the chakras. So you could be having a clean out of your chakras. And looking within and exploring more what's going on in your subconscious rather than in the outside world. Okay, so slow and steady wins the race, but you could be feeling impatient to get where you want to go. Okay, take a deep breath. It's okay. It's still going to be there. You don't have to rush. All right, we're going to go with that card there. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see for lovely Librans for August? Trunks. I see these trunks like old suitcases, but they're trunks, and they've got these old things in them. Okay, one opens up, it's a sword. And there's a whole lot of other ancient sorts of things. These are old swords. There's 1, 2, 3 swords, I think, or 4. And swords are about making decisions. It's time to make important decisions this month, lovely Librans. You could tweak something that you're doing, tweak the direction. Maybe you've got a job to do and you're finding better ways to do it. Ways to save time or more efficiency, you know, get some more efficiency out of it. And we come up with the 2 of Swords. Okay, so this is still about decisions because it's swords. Maybe it's 2 instead of 3, as I just mentioned before. Now, the thing about this is remember when you're making decisions, and this goes for everybody all the time, in fact, we're very much influenced by our past, what our experience has been. And see here in the background, there's some reflections of the past. So although it's good to approach a problem or a situation from a fresh angle, the past is sort of here in the background influencing us. So just bear that in mind when we make our decisions in August. It's not exactly the same situation as before, but it's something similar, but the past is influencing us in deciding. Okay, so let's have a look now and check out your horoscope. 21st of July to the 22nd of August, the Sun moves into your 11th house here. The Sun's already in your 11th house from July, from the 21st of July to the 22nd. And this brings up maybe a leadership role in a group. Lots to do with friends, groups, networks, meeting new people, insight and awareness around that. And it's a great time for socialising. 20th of July to the 6th of August, Jupiter sextiles Neptune. You could be sharing your spiritual beliefs or your spiritual ideals now, and you're becoming more clear about what you believe in. As you talk about your beliefs, it actually clarifies, different things in your mind. It's also a great time to relax or take a trip to a spiritual or a beautiful place. 18th of July to the 16th of August, Saturn conjunct Saturn. You could be questioning major commitments. It's a time of deep self-analysis. Past decisions come up because you're about to make some new decisions soon. You're looking back over the past and trying to work out what you could have done better or done differently. You could receive karmic rewards or feel very satisfied with how you acted in some matters, or if you feel dissatisfaction about errors of judgment, you might go back and re-look at those situations again at a deeper level. 4th of August to the 19th of August, Mercury moves into your 11th house here, which again is all about friends, networks, groups and associations. You could really shine now in groups of people and be socialising a lot more. 2nd of August to the 7th of August, Mars squares Jupiter. You may be feeling more ambitious, daring and optimistic, but do be careful not to take unnecessary risk, especially with your physical body. Also be careful of overconfidence because anything Jupiter touches increases, and Mars is there. So it is a productive time, but again, don't do anything to overexert your physical body. 3rd of August, the full moon is in your 5th house here, bringing transformation around romance, creativity, the world of the child. You could if you're thinking, maybe you're thinking about having a child, having a baby, that's possible, or some sort of creative project turns into a baby, or there's some change in a romance, and it's a young romance. It's not necessarily, like a marriage or something that's got a lot of commitment in it. It's a young romance. 6th of August to the 6th of September, Venus moves into your 10th house of career and reputation. This really improves your work and your career and your, how people think about you. They view you in a very favourable light. You could be meeting new friends through work and your public image is enhanced. 10th of August to the 16th of August, Mars squares Pluto. You may have a strong drive for personal power now. Watch out for domineering people, whether they try to domineer you or dominate you in some way, or that comes out in you towards them. There is the possibility of ego conflicts now. Do avoid pushing yourself too hard. You might be really trying to get a lot of stuff done and it might just be too much. Take a deep breath, because, you know, sometimes we're our own hard taskmaster and we don't need to be. 6th of August to the 4th of September, Jupiter squares Mars. You may be feeling very bold, daring and enterprising. And you want to break free of restrictions, okay? So there are opportunities coming, but don't go like a bull at a gate. Go carefully and don't make hasty decisions, okay? You might do that because you've got more physical energy and you think you can do it. Again, go slowly and carefully. This is where you need to refer back to this Knight of Wands, because he's telling you you'll get there. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? Don't try and do too much. 15th of August to the 22nd of August, Mars sextiles Venus. This is great for friendships and love relationships, okay? These are favoured. It's time to express your feelings, and there's lots of opportunities to meet new friends and perhaps even lovers if that's what you want. 18th of August to the 5th of September, Mercury moves into your 12th house here. Now look at Mercury. So Mercury's gone 10, 11, 12, okay? So this implies a lot of mental activity, a lot of thinking in August as Mercury goes across 3 different houses. Doesn't always happen. Doesn't happen that often, you know, a couple of times a year maybe. And so you could be very mentally active and there's a lot of communications going on. Okay, so with Mercury there, you might be closer to the world of the spirit. You're picking up spiritual messages in your dreams, psychic flashes, and it might be that you have a wait and see attitude with regard to making decisions in the outside world, okay? 18th of August, new moon is in your 11th house here, brings up new beginnings, again around your friendships, groups and networks, associations, so new friends are likely there. 21st of August to the 22nd of September, the sun moves into your 12th house, bringing you insight and awareness about spirituality. It's a great time to retreat from the world, focus on your inner life. You may not be feeling very motivated at this time. Your ego demands may be on hold, and that's okay. 26th of August to the 23rd of September, Mars squares Jupiter. There could be some frustrations and delays. You might be feeling more sensitive than usual. Challenges and blockages, but again, if you remain patient and go slow and steady, you're going to get there. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen, okay? So don't demand too much of yourself now. Take a deep breath and make sure you have plenty of time alone, you know, where you rely on your own resources rather than relying on the resources of other people. Now, see, that's just gone out. I hadn't noticed that before. There we go. That's a bit sharper. Okay, so you can see there's a lot happening down here. This is in your home and family area. You could be renovating your house. This is over some period of time, of course, so 2020 is a great time to beautify your home, but there's also a lot happening up here also with your groups, your friends. You could get motivated to go out and about before Mercury and the sun moves into your 12th house, and then you'll be looking more at your inner world. Okay, so now let's have a look and see what I can see psychically for lovely Librans for August 2020. What do I see? Yeah, okay, I see a large pair of, it's like shears or scissors, like really large scissors, and they're cutting. I can actually hear them cut, 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 cut. And this is cutting things back. Maybe have a budget for something that you need to cut back on. It's also cutting from the past. There's a big bird here sitting on a branch, in a tree. A tree is either yourself or your family tree. It's what do you call those birds? We don't have them here in Australia. Vultures. Okay, vultures. Okay, so something dead around, and then the vulture comes and cleans up the carcass. And so I can see it's like a dead snake or a dead lizard, and the vulture comes along. Okay, so something was in the process of transformation, but you may not necessarily get everything that you thought you were going to get. Something was transforming, and you thought you knew what was going to happen with it, but the transformation didn't have enough energy to keep going. So something gets transformed, but maybe not the full thing that you thought. Okay, or it goes down a different direction. The transformation is a little bit different. So if you're renovating your home, for example, make sure you get everything in writing that you want, and it's going to be how you want, because it could be short in some way or different in some way to what you anticipated. You really need to go over all of the contracts and write everything, have everything spelt out that you want, just to make it clear, okay? Because I can see the vulture coming down and picking off this snake, and a snake is about shedding your skin because you're growing, your identity is growing, and you're becoming a much bigger person spiritually, and yet the snake has died, so the transformation has died off. And I mean, and that's normal too. When you go through a period of transformation, it doesn't keep on going forever. It is normal for it to die at some point. So just something there to be aware of. Okay, and when I say beware, I mean be aware. Sorry, not that it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just something to note. Okay, what else do I see for lovely Librans in August 2020? Yeah, I just get the word relax. Okay, you could be feeling very stressed about something. And again, it's about pushing too hard, pushing yourself too hard. Maybe you've got a big job to do and you're making yourself, work too much. So just take a deep breath and go a bit slower. That Mars energy keeps pushing you, and that's not always a good thing. Something about your hair. You could change your hair in some way. I see a hairbrush. I see a mirror, and around the mirror there's a white light, and it's like looking at your reflection, but it's like your aura is lightening up. Okay, so you mightn't have noticed, but other people are noticing that your aura, or how you present yourself, is lighter than normal. Okay, so you could be feeling more enlightened, or perhaps you'll even lose some weight if that's what you want to do. Okay, and I'm in a cave in the ground, and I'm coming out of the cave now. Actually, there's a river in the cave, and I'm in a little boat going down the river and coming out now into the light. Okay, so Librans, we might have been in the dark about something, but now we're in the light. And this water was very dark and still and sort of cold from the earth, but now with the rays of the sun, it feels much warmer, and it feels like your level of physical activity is going to increase. And if you've had some health problems or felt unmotivated or just feeling flat, you're feeling a bit better in the month of August. Okay, anything else for lovely Librans? Something about rain on the roof, plumbing, a big pipe coming down from the roof. You could get, wherever you are, you could get really big rains. Okay, but from a spiritual sense, rain can also mean tears. It doesn't really feel sad. It just feels, I just think, I'll go back to, especially in Australia, rain, big rains. Just check your weather. Okay. Alrighty, so that's it for today, lovely Librans. Hope you found that helpful. Please consider subscribing, hit that notification bell, and leave me a comment. Let me know. Let me know if it rains where you are. We need rain, especially now in the southern hemisphere. We're coming up to spring. We don't want to go through those awful fires again, so we need rain now and into springtime. Okay, all right, and don't forget to give this a like if you found it helpful. Most importantly, have a very wonderful month and don't stress yourself out too much. Okay, thanks again. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.